Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Hey, thanks for watching, viewing, whatever. Hey, please like, subscribe, share, notification bell, just all that, good jazzy stuff help build up this channel. So, as usual, I'm here to answer questions about Carnival Cruise Lines. I go online, I look for people's questions. Um, I'm gonna be brutally straight up honest with you, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to be, hey, yeah, what's up, man? No, I, I'm just a straight up guy. Um, some of these questions about dumb and ridiculous. That's the best thing I can say. Like, I don't know, people are lazy. I mean, you can look these answers up, frequently asked questions, YouTube's, but hey, now that's not all of them. That's not all of them. It's just some questions like that. But a lot of questions are first time cruisers, and I want to help first time cruisers. So don't be ashamed. Go in there, ask your questions, and I'm going to answer them, right? But I'm going to call them out as I see them. So, hey, let's get into it. And thanks for watching. So, our first question today. Here we go. Let's pull up the phone. Let's pull it up, see what we got. So, if we have drinks for two in the casino, how long do you have to be playing to earn a drink? Wifey is not the gambler. So, they're talking about the promotions you get for casino deals. Casino deals give you drinks on us while playing in the casino. Um, Drinks on us while playing in the casino for themselves and a companion. Drinks on There's also the drinks on us all over the ship, and drinks on us all over the ship for them and a companion. So there's four different ones. Specifically, this one's dealing with the drinks on us in the casino. I'm assuming with a companion. The one thing, because it doesn't say it on here, it just says if we have drinks for two. So I'm assuming they have the drinks on us in the casino plus companion. So first thing I want to warn is be careful on what offer you have. Just because it says drinks on us in the casino doesn't mean it's for two. It could be just the one person, okay? So just be careful in case it's your first time dealing with that. So how long do you have to be playing to earn a drink? Well, all it says is it says while playing. There is no time limit. Let's just take a a slot machine. You sit down at the slot machine, you start playing, right? There's gonna be a lady walking around getting drinks. Hey, I want a drink, this, that. They'll go get your drink. Remember, it says while actively playing, you have to be playing. Um, you can't just be walking around and say, "Hey, I want a drink." You have to be actively playing. There is no time limit. You can sit there. Listen, I've had this offer before. I'll sit at the machine, put a couple dollars in, hit the button, sit there and BS for a little bit. Minute later, hit the button on the lowest setting. Hey, hint, 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 hint. You want to earn some dang free cruises and some offers? It's a trick I used to use, right? Many people do it. Even in Vegas, it works. So you go on a machine, you put the lowest denomination, and you just steadily do it. Now it's going to build up points, but it's based off a point system and a time system. Now on a Carnival ship, I believe probably Royal, all the big cruise lines are probably the same. The whole thing is a point system. I know in Vegas, it's a point system in time. It's how much time. Vegas has a lot of statistics with all their gambling. But oh my God, my cat is just crying. So, um, and that's all it is. It's a point system. So you do have to build up points. But if you just want to enjoy some free drinks, take your time with it. Take your time, okay? That's all it is. Once you get up and go, you're not getting no more free drinks. You have to be actively playing, but there is no time limit on actively playing. Just if you wanted to go in there, sit down, put like $5 in, barely hit the button, and say, "Hey, give me my two drinks," and then as soon as you get the drinks, take it and leave. That's your prerogative. You do what you want to do. It's your prerogative. So, hope that answers your question. Next up, question. Can swimsuits with cover ups and dry trunks with t shirts be worn to the buffet, or do you need to change? Can nice jeans be worn in the dining room on non elegant nights? Great question. This is actually a pretty good question. First off, swimsuits and cover ups and dry trunks. Let's start with swimsuits and cover ups. listen, they're going to tell you, no, you can't be wearing your swimsuits um, into the buffet. Okay, if you're going to be soaking wet, they don't want that. It's, for one, it's just unsanitary. You're going to be dripping everywhere. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to see it. Now, you're not going to see women in bikinis walking through the buffet. You're not going to see grown adults. Well, I shouldn't say that. You're normally not going to see like soaking wet um, swim trunks, swimsuits, anything like that walking through there. They don't want that. Okay. Now, what I will tell you is, yes, you can dry off. If it's a guy, he's got some trunks on, or even a woman got some trunks on. Put the shirt on and they're all dry, walking through, perfectly fine. No bother, right? Just make sure you're not dripping water everywhere. Like, dry yourself off before. Like, you get out the pool, take a few minutes, dry off, kind of sit out there, kind of let the sun dry off, and then go get your food. Um, Women with cover ups, even if a man wears a cover up, hey, we live in 2025 now, right? Cover ups. It's the same concept. Just make sure you're dry. Yes, you can wear a cover up in there. If you're a woman, I've seen women in there that have the I don't know what they're called. Um, they got the swimsuit on underneath, but they got like the like a linen pants, those linen pants cover up things, and then like a cover up top, and maybe it's like a bra top underneath. It's honestly, yeah, that's fine. They're dry as long as you're dry, not soaking wet, dripping water everywhere. It's just unsanitary. It's also a like a safety risk. If you're dripping water everywhere inside, they've got to go and clean the floors because people don't slip because it's like a marble floor on the inside kind of like thing. Very slippery when it gets wet, so they got to clean that off. So safety reasons, sanitation reasons, you just want to be dry. You don't want to be covered up per se. So yeah, it's perfectly fine. Now listen, you're going to see kids going through there because you're going to have parents that listen. You and I know there's a lot of parents out there that don't give a damn about parenting. Okay, and that's what you're going to see on cruise ships, especially. You're going to see this. I know I'm getting off topic here, but it kind of relates to this. You're going to see these parents that don't give a damn about their kids. Oh, little Johnny, he's so perfect. Yeah, he's running around, soaking wet through the dining hall, causing, whatever. So that's the unfortunate part. But yeah, you're fine. The main thing is you want to be dry. You don't want to be soaking wet. There's been times where I'm kind of like, I'm not totally dry. I went grab something, came back out, like, but I'm dry. I'm not dripping with water coming down, right? Just dry yourself off before you go in there. You'll be fine. Now, the next part of this question is, can nice jeans be worn in the dining room on non-elegant nights? Yes. Okay. Non-elegant night, wear whatever you want. You can wear shorts and a t-shirt, okay? It doesn't matter. It's like you're going to any restaurant out there, going to Olive Garden, to Outback Steakhouse. It's, I'm walking into McDonald's, right? Well, I shouldn't say that because people wear some crazy stuff to McDonald's. But no, you can wear, listen, the shirt I got on, this is my army shirt. Like, I got like 20 million of these things. I can wear this shirt with a pair of shorts, like any kind of shorts going in there. Nah, they don't want to be all ripped and torn to pieces. No, t-shirt, shorts are perfectly fine. They do want closed-toed shoes, like no flip-flops, things like that. So your footwear, I've never seen them kick anybody out for having like flip-flops on, but I'm sure they can. But that's, yeah, you can wear whatever you want. It doesn't matter as long as you're decently appeared. As long as you don't have like things showing, you know, booty shorts with half your cheeks hanging out, where I can see through your clothing, things like that. Because you do got to remember there are children on board these ships, right? And there's other people. Be respectful of other people. Be respectful of yourself for once. But wearing jeans, oh, perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine, right? Jean on your elegant night when you're supposed to, you don't have to. Elegant night is optional. You do not have to get dressed up on elegant night. But you'll see people walking in on elegant night wearing jeans, wearing shorts. It doesn't matter. right? If you're wearing jeans to dinner, you're perfectly fine. You ain't got nothing to worry about. On elegant night, you don't have to dress up. That's an option. Okay. Back in the day when like cruising first started, it was mandatory. Like you had to get dressed from head to toe in a tuxedo and all that stuff. But nowadays it's very calm. If you want to do it, you do it. You don't, you don't. You can still go to the main dining room. It doesn't matter. So nice jeans, yes, can be worn on non-elegant night. Hope that answered your question. And folks, we have come to the last question for today. Now, this one's going to be a little long-winded, so please bear with me, okay? I've been seeing this question in different forms a lot lately on all the YouTube channels and Facebook groups and all these things. So let me read this question that I found, okay? So it says, I have a 21-year-old and an 18-year-old who are rooming together. Is that allowed? Mom is 37 and will be traveling on cruise as well, but we'll be rooming in a different room with the younger children. Okay, so we're talking about the age restrictions, right? As some of you may know, I used to be a personal vacation planner, or a PVP, with Carnival Cruise Lines. So we have all these age restrictions, right? So recently, a lot of people have been coming out saying, "Oh, Carnival's got these new restrictions on rooms, things like that for the ages," right? Well, first off, let me just say this: it's not new. It just hasn't been enforced. When I was booking cruises as a personal vacation planner, I had to obey these rules that I'm about to lay out to you. I had to obey every one of these rules. Okay, a certain age can book by themselves. A certain age has to be within a certain distance from your room. A certain age can't book in this room. Things like that, right? Um, so these rules have always been out. It's nothing new. What's new is I think they're finally enforcing it, because people I kind of were getting away with it by either booking online themselves and doing a lot of TBAs. When TBA just, they don't put any person's name, age information. They just say, hey, we want this room on deck 1 and this room on deck 6. And they're only putting one name on one of the rooms and leaving the other 3 names TBA. And then last minute they'll put them in and whatever, right? Or through travel agents, which travel agents should know. They should be educated before booking these rooms. But what's happening is that people are taking advantage of all these age restrictions, and they're using it for the drink package, right? One person doesn't want to drink. You'll have one room with 2 parents and the other room with 2 children, right? But they only want to get one drink package, so they'll put one parent and a child in one room, another child and a parent in the other room on paper when they book it. But when they get there, they're switching it and having both parents in one room and both kids in the other room, but they're only buying one drink package for the one room for one person. And so they're finding ways to get around things. So Carnival's finally putting their foot down. Okay. So in this particular question, right, it does say, I have a 21-year-old and an 18-year-old who are rooming together. Is that allowed? No. Only in a certain I should put an asterisk in there. In a certain circumstance, that may be allowed, but no. And I'm actually going to read the actual rule here in just a second, okay? But it does say, mom is 37 and traveling on a cruise as well. So let me take that back. I just mom for it. If you're over 20, okay. It's hard. Let me read the rules. I'm confusing everything. Let me read the rules. First off, guess it's probably a yes on that question, because I just realized it's 18-year-old. 18-year-olds and 21-year-olds can go anywhere on a ship. So backtrack. My oops. We all make mistakes. Yes, 21-year-old, 18-year-old are perfectly fine. So as long as they're with somebody over the age of 25, because let's get into the first one. So first thing, guest 20 years of age and younger must travel with a relative or guardian 25 years of age or older. Guardians do not need to be a legal guardian. Okay, minors cannot be booked under TBA offers. Cabin numbers may be assigned. Guests who are 21 to 24 years of age may travel with their minor children. All right, so 21, anyone, guess when you're, so because this person right here is with someone over 25, they're perfectly fine, okay? perfectly fine. And they can actually have a room anywhere on the ship. So if the 21 and 18-year-old are on deck 6 and the 37-year mom's on deck 1, that is perfectly fine. Because of the age, they meet those age restrictions, okay? And the 21 and 18-year-old have to be with a guardian. The 21-year-old can get away with being on a cruise by themselves. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, next up. So when minor guests can be booked in relation to relative or guardian. So guests 14 years of age and younger must be booked with a relative or guardian 25 years of age or older in the same cabin or a connecting cabin. So 14 and under have to be in the same cabin or a connecting cabin. Guests 15 to 17 years of age can be separated up to 3 staterooms from a relative or guardian. Remember, the guardian relative has to be 25 years of age or older. They must be linked as travel with a relative or guardian 25 years of age or older. Reservations must be noted and cross-referenced. So 15 to 17 can be within 3 staterooms away. And when it says travel with, that's like a link. PVPs would click that link they connect rooms together in the system. Travel agents should do the same thing. I'm not sure if it does it when you book it yourself, because I never ran into this issue before when I booked myself on just the Carnival website. So the rooms have to be connected. I'm sure there's a connect with button there. And guests 18 to 20 years of age do not have any restrictions and may book whatever location they prefer. Like I said with this question here, can be anywhere, but they must be linked with a relative or guardian 25 years of age or older. So that's why I said, because the mom is 37 on the same cruise, they're perfectly fine. It goes a little further into it. I'm looking at the website right now. Minors traveling as a group must follow standard booking guidelines for minors. That's not it. Let's read this. Traveling with minors. When traveling with a minor where one parent or both parents or legal guardians are not cruising, we strongly recommend bringing an original signed letter from the absent parent or parents or legal guardians authorizing the minor to travel with you. If there is no second parent with legal claims to the minor due to sole custody, deceased, etc., other relevant paperwork such as court decisions, death certificates, and birth certificates naming only one parent would be useful to bring in place of a signed letter. This will expedite processing by the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, just a little tidbit for you. Bring paperwork. If you're traveling with a child that is not yours, and I used to tell these to people all the time, and I know I'm getting a little off topic here, but if you're traveling with some minor children, if you're bringing minor children, let's say you're bringing your son with you. You got mom, dad, and their son, but you're also bringing your son's friend, or maybe it's a cousin, something like that, niece, nephew. Okay, there's a form you can get through Carnival. It's an authorization form where you can just handwrite one saying so and so authorizes the child to be with so and so on a cruise on this date. Just like that. Now, it doesn't have to be notarized, but you can get it notarized too. Doesn't have to be. You can do this. It's just a CYA. Cover your ass, right? Because you don't want to be caught up in some situation, right? You don't have to do this. It is not mandatory, but it is recommended. And I would recommend it also. Have something to cover saying, hey, this child is not mine, but they do have permission to be with us on this 5-day vacation, this 7-day cruise, whatnot, okay? So there you go. Now, one little thing with the age restrictions. Let's just go over there. Legally married couples, including same-gender couples, proper documentation must be provided at embarkation. Failure to provide documentation not conforming to this policy will result in denied boarding and no compensation will be provided. Documentation includes marriage license issued by a clerk. Okay, so I didn't read the first part. Exceptions. Guests age 18 to 20. 18 to 20. Remember how I said the 18-year-old and 21-year-old could possibly get on a cruise by themselves? Here's how. Guests 18 and 20 may travel without a relative or guardian 25 years of age or older under the following conditions. Legally married couples, including same-gender couples. You just got to bring your documentation saying that you're married. So you have to be married. If you're married from 18 to 20, if you're married, you don't have to be with a guardian. You don't. You can travel without a relative or guardian. And qualified military personnel, go Army, huh? And it applies to U.S. military personnel and Canadian national defense personnel and their traveling companions in the same stateroom of 18 to 20 years of age. A copy of proof of service must be provided at embarkation. So if you're in the military, you already know that's your military ID. That's all you need. Failure to provide documentation or not conforming to this policy will result in denied boarding and no copies will be provided. Now, I will tell you this, if you're military and you're booking, especially if you're booking online, if you call a PVP, what they're going to do is have you send in copies to prove that you are military. You're going to have to prove that you are military. So, and it says a copy of service must be provided at embarkation. So you just got to prove that you are the military. And that's how 18 to 20-year-olds can travel without guardians, okay? To book a room by yourself, all you have to be is 21 years of age. If you're 21, at least 21 and up, you can book a room by yourself. Now, you can't, if you're 21, you can't have younger people with you. But there's an exception. If you're 21 years of age booking a cruise, or 22, it's your child, you're good to go. But you got to prove it. You're going to have to prove it's your child. Birth certificate with, your name's going to be on it as a guardian, biological parent, things like that. So there are rules, there are exceptions to rules. So it's on Carnival.com's website under frequently asked questions. Just type in age restrictions. This one is titled Minor Guest Policy, effective February 1st, 2025. Why is it effective? They just updated it. That's all they did. They updated their policy. It's the same policy they've always had. I think right now they're just enforcing it. So I do apologize at the beginning when I first said no, they wouldn't be allowed. Yes, I don't know what I was thinking. I was having a brain fart. That's what happens when you get old. So I hope that answers your question. It's not a new policy. It's just being enforced. All right, folks. Thank you for watching today. Hope I answered your questions in a manner that you understand. I hope this series that I'm doing, that I'm changing my format to on YouTube, is really helping you out. I want to answer questions for you, especially first-time cruisers. I remember my first cruise. I was so excited, but so lost at the same time. I didn't know anything, right? Feel free. Send me emails at waylonamy@gmail.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. I'm your Carnival guy. I'm your Carnival expert. If I don't know the answer, I know where to find it. So feel free. Hey, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the good stuff. Share it with everybody. Let them know I'm here answering these questions for you. This is what I do. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to be all that. Hey, no. I'm going to answer your questions straight up. I'm going to call people out for some stupid questions too. But a lot of these questions I do find are very knowledgeable. They're very things that I wish I knew first time cruising, or maybe I didn't know the specific thing and I didn't know where to find it. So it's cool. I'm going to help you. I'm going to find these questions. I'm going to find where they're at. I'm going to answer them for you. And hopefully you can have a great vacation on a Carnival Cruise Lines. One more thing, folks, I want to let you know I have just booked another cruise. I am actually leaving 2 weeks. 2 weeks from right now. 2 weeks from right now. Unfortunately, it's not on Carnival. So I found a great deal. I'll be making a whole nother video series about this, a whole nother thing. So I'm actually going to go on Margaritaville at Sea Islander out of Tampa, Florida. So, just a quick synopsis, real quick. If you're ex-military, if you're active duty military, veteran, retired, if you're a law enforcement, teacher, I think healthcare, they have a heroes program, right? You can go right on our website, look up all the information. They actually give you a free cruise. I think it's one per year. I didn't notice until I started looking some things up. So I went on, applied, boom, I got it. Now, it did take me a little while to get the actual cruise date I was looking for, because I think they book up really quick. And I'm going to talk about this in another video when I make my series about the Margaritaville. There's many videos out there, but none starring me. So I'm going to do this. Hey, it was free. All I had to pay was a port fees and taxes, which was like $200 something, right? Right now I'm looking at upgrade. Now it is an interior room. So if you don't like that, it is what it is. So, hey, it's free. I'll take it. I've already upgraded to an ocean view. So, we'll see. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming out here within the next few weeks. Once I get on that cruise, I'll go online. I'll show you the process of everything. And so we'll go from there. But in about 2 weeks, I'll be on another cruise. Not Carnival, though. We'll see how it is. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Y'all stay classy out there. I'll see y'all later.
Sunset fading, leaves are changing. Summer's gone, but we're still dancing. Ooh yeah, sweater weather, chill together. Pumpkin spice on everything.